everyone, it's Witchy Stitchers.
I'm Charlene.
And I'm Morgan, and this video is brought to you by a copious amount of Oreos.
I like that word. Copious. It reminds me of the thing for Thanksgiving. The cornucopia. We used to have to color those in grade school. Remember that?
Yeah, I did also.
Yeah, I always got in trouble because I would make my grapes so dark that they'd be almost black instead of purple. Anyway, hi! We're coming to you today on the, what is today? The 19th?
Yes.
The 19th. We're the Witchy Stitchers, and I think we said that already. Redundant, I know, right?
I don't remember if I had enough coffee.
It has, this is only my 4th cup, so don't judge.
This is only cup number 2.
Right now, it is 23 degrees.
Not joking.
And by Thursday, you'll love this. Our high, oh crap, is 5 degrees negative. It's bikini weather in Colorado.
Good reason not to hit the pool.
Maybe. Gotta hit the pool. This morning was a ridiculous amount of weights on the leg press, and
she has me up to 406 pounds on
406.
The leg press.
20 times this morning.
That is 2 times my weight.
That's because you're awesome. And then, see, look, my hair's already falling out. I just quick braided it because I didn't want it in my face, and now I've got a mess. So you people are just going to have to deal with that.
I just didn't even try.
And then we did 20 laps in the pool. So that's our typical morning.
Question of the day.
Question of the day. My hair is falling out. I'm sad.
Don't do that. Why do people splash?
It's a swimmy thing. See, now I'm all defunct.
Because
we're using big words this morning.
In swim's class, they told us not to splash because it causes drag.
There's so many things I could say that statement right now.
Although I guess that kind of explains why Dobby and Luna, yeah. There's a reason I'm using the monkey cup today.
There you go. All right. So lots of progress on stuff this week. Let's show our planners first.
Yeah.
So those of you who know us know we do planners. And last year, well, let me back up. So in years previous, we have used, and help me out here, the Happy Planner?
No, we've used See It Bigger.
See It Bigger.
It's a Walmart brand. I use them for school.
Anyway, and that was what we had used for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. And yeah, and loved them. Last year, actually 2 years, I guess. So in December, we go in to find our planner for, 22, and it's non-existent. Like, there's nothing there.
And they had them, but they didn't have, it was 23, 24, or 22, 23.
Yeah.
Instead of just
They
20.
didn't have just 23, or,
22.
So she had gotten an email from Michael's.
No, Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Stop it, James.
To,
I'm not going to share.
But I like the cookies.
I know you do.
So she'd got this email about this, like 40% off, or I don't remember what it was, of something 52.
Agenda 52.
Agenda 52. And we have only been able to find them at Hobby Lobby.
It's only a Hobby Lobby brand. They don't even have they have an online store for twice the price.
Oh, okay. So anyway, she was like, let's try them. And I like the See It Bigger because I'm old and blind and size matters.
As the name says, it's...
Exactly. And so
Let me go grab... No, the one I have isn't a See It Bigger.
Mine is, but it's put up. And I don't
Mine's in my
dig my
desk
crap out to get it.
somewhere.
So anyway, she says, let's try it. Just to entertain it this year. If you hate it, then we'll figure out a way, maybe find the See It Bigger on Amazon or whatever. I absolutely fell in love with it. And I have this was part of my Christmas last year. Mm-hmm. And she has a pretty one too.
And they're fillers, so you, it has rings and you can just fill it with new ones.
So I have not taken out all of my 22 stuff yet because I'm still referring back to it for, bills and notes and whatnot. But I did start in with the new stuff, which what is the word I'm looking for? The tabs. they changed a little bit this year.
Oh, are you talking
So-
about like each section?
Yeah, so let me show you an example. So this year's, I had lots and lots of space to write my notes, like in kind of a little
somebody
mock
fell
journal. Yeah, it's all right. This year's is much tinier. It's going to take me some adjusting to get used to it.
Well, and we also have to fill in.
And we have to label the days. So again, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to it. But she did find last year, she found these.
I might
which
have an empty
I
one.
love. I think I have.
I don't have an empty one.
No, I don't know if I do or not. So she found. Oops.
Oops.
Because I binned stuff. She found these. What did you call them?
They're
Bullet pages.
budgets.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
those. Oh, I thought you were talking about the budget.
No, the bullet pages. And so it works perfect for me to keep track
For
of
those
all
of
my
you who do
stitching.
bullet journaling,
Yeah,
this is what you would do your bullet journals on.
yeah, that's the.
Unless you're massively talented and you know how to draw a box and a straight line without help.
No.
Not me.
I used to doodle and make the, you make a square and then you make another square down from it and then you draw the line so you have like the
The 3D box.
three-dimensional box, and I thought I was really cool. And yeah. Anyway, but that's what we worked on last week and this week.
Yeah.
We're still kind of putting it together.
I love.
We were totally inspired this week by a couple friends, fellow stitchers, who kind of talked about some of their plans, their loose plans, I guess. Nothing is concrete with them either. And I don't know about Morgan, but I had completely forgot about the one group.
Full coverage fanatics.
Full coverage fanatics.
We had
thank
kind
you.
of gone out of like everything.
Yeah, we had. And so we talked about it, and I'm trying to remember what my count was. I think 14 full coverages is what I have.
I'd have to go get my paper
Are you
to
making
count.
a statement? Snoopy says hi. And I don't remember where I put mine. It's over there somewhere on the dresser. Anyway, but we both have a lot of full coverages that we need to.
Well, they're not just hates.
No, they're not hate. Well, so the Carolyn Mannings are full coverage.
Yeah, well, and I have a full coverage. Anybody who's watched us know I have a Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
And he's from a designer on Etsy.
Well, in my Van Goghs that are Rincos,
Yep.
those are full coverage.
Yeah, and your pain-free craft.
And pain-free crafts. So, I mean, it's not like it's limited to Hades. It's
I think somebody
anything that is
posted that
considered
they
full
had
coverage.
what's the other one?
Golden Kite.
Davi is talking. I think it might have been a Golden Kite, but they had just finished it.
Tilton Crafts. They do full
They
coverage
do
too.
also.
I don't have any of them, but they
No.
do.
Can I show mine?
I thought you did.
No.
Go for it. Sorry, sitting over here just
No, it's
talking
okay.
about full coverage. Looking at my hair that's falling out of my very ramshackle braid that was just thrown together because I didn't want it in my hair, my face. But, oh my God.
I'm
words
going
are
to
so
talk
hard.
now. So I had a similar issue with my spacing. So we're sticker fanatics, first of all. So we had to fill it in,
Guilty.
which I already went in and did because I'm that person. But this is what my spacing is, which in the big picture is a lot.
See, I like that better.
Yeah.
Because I write so much. Especially like when I'm canning. Because I keep
Yeah.
track of my quarts and my pints and how much I've done. And
So
And,
what
like, my
I'm
letter
running
writing.
into is, do I have anything? Okay. So I went and I bought, don't let that flop open. No, you're not going to get to read it. So I went and bought these schedule pages. And so they're supposed to be weekly. I'm going to fudge it a little bit and I'm going to change it up because some of the stuff doesn't get done every week, but laundry gets done every week. I mop every week. I dust every week. I live in a dorm, so I have to keep myself clean.
Kind of like a tickler system.
Basically, yeah. And so instead of saying, okay, on Monday the 1st I'm going to do dishes, I'm going to say, okay, Monday I'm going to do dishes, Wednesday I'm going to do dishes, Friday I'm going to do dishes, and I'll write a date in there for when I did them.
I like that.
Because I do have leftovers in the back, but not that many.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, there's some really pretty. I want to show it, but I can't. And then that's hedgehogs.
Isn't that pretty? I love that color scheme.
Isn't that pretty? Let me. So that's
Very
the front
pretty.
of it. Like this belongs to so and so. More like this belongs to hedgehogs. But, anyway, this is probably going to turn into my school planner. Amazon doesn't have, or I can't find, probably can't find for a decent price, a 6x8 planner that's a 23-24, because I don't need the January through December. I need the July through June, because that's my school window.
Your school year, yeah.
And so, given the fact that I have one more year, I'm just going to utilize this, because like December into January, I start school actually today for winter classes. I'll use the other one, but then I'm also going to be using this one in January to keep track of stuff. So,
well, we need to go into Hobby Lobby sometime before she goes back to school. We need to pick up some threads. And
I need to get some more of the budget sheets. That was what I was hiding.
Sheet, yeah, because those are really nice. I really
Again,
like those.
not going to let you guys read them, but
Well, that's kind of private. But anyway,
that's what I thought you were talking about, but I didn't have it. I filled that one.
No, the bullet journaling pages that you found me.
I saw mine out there.
Yeah. Anyway, and maybe just by happenstance we'll find what we want to do when we.
I mean, it's not like we don't go to Walmart. I can look and see if I can find a 23-24 planner. I've been looking for See It Bigger on Amazon again. I started it. I literally, she bought me, was it my freshman year? Shush.
I think so. I think it
Freshman
was.
year of high school, she bought me this it was basically just like this, except for it's magnets instead of snaps.
Is that the pink one you're talking about?
Yeah, and it's leather bound. It's super nice. Pockets. I have more than enough sticky notes in there.
Sticky notes are a priority.
They are. If you guys saw my planner from this last semester, you'd be confused. It made sense for my brain. Yeah, we both have a set.
I love sticky notes. I use them on everything.
Yeah. So
everything. Ooh, this will show you what my pages look like.
Oh, that is. I threw mine away, but
did you?
Yeah.
I'm going to use it for notes. I don't know. It's fun.
I got I think I spilled soda or something on it when I was putting mine out.
I liked it because it's that. It almost feels like cardstock, and so it's stiff. So it'll be great for note keeping, like, stuff from month to month and whatnot.
Yeah.
But instead of the real flimsy paper.
That's the one thing that I don't like is how the pages themselves. Do you want to turn that down?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, of course. Like cardstock, and then when you buy anything else extra, it's
flimsy.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, so that's what we worked on.
One of the many workings.
One of the many things that we worked on. You didn't. Oh yeah, you did write it down. So in there, in the one part of it, and I think hers has the same thing.
This is for next year, and then this is for this month.
Oh, okay. We came up with a plan for, like what we talked about with the full coverage fanatics, because I didn't realize this. Maybe she did, but they have challenges.
No, we used to do them, and then I don't know
in full coverage.
Yeah.
See, I don't.
Because remember, we
that.
used to do the bingo boards. We would make the bingo boards, and you and I would sit.
Was that full coverage?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, I got my groups mixed up. Okay. Well, anyway, whatever. Okay, so what we worked on, I had a new start this week. So the 17th of February is my bestie's birthday. She and I have been friends since we were, I don't know, like 12 or 13 years old. So forever ago, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth and we rode them to school. Anyway, her birthday, like I said, is the 17th of February. So on the 17th, so on Saturday, I started this project with a sincere goal to have it done for her in time for her birthday. So she is an Aquarius. And this is the Peekaboo dolls, or Peekaboo girls. It is in the, I don't know what month it is, but it's issue 133 of World of Cross Stitching.
Excuse me.
Anyway, and I have done the Cancer one I made for Morgan, and then I did the Aries one for me. I was thinking I made another one. Was it just the 3 that I've done?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and this is the color
It's too feminine for Dalton.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm just missing 775, which is the watering can, and I'll pick it up this week when I go to town. I'm not that far yet. But I put in, I want to say 159 stitches on
Something
Saturday.
like that, yeah.
And I just grabbed a piece of 18 count white. Nothing.
It's tiny.
After I got started on it, I told Morgan, I'm like, I should have had you dye me some blue. But then I remembered the watering can is blue, and
it's backstitched, so
it probably would have been okay. But anyway, that was my reward, because I had told you guys that I was entertaining no new starts next year, which I am still on the fence about. But then when I was looking for another project, that's what we forgot to grab, was those fabrics.
no, we didn't.
Then we need to grab that book, which I think is right down there beside you. So
I know what you mean.
that's for that particular fabric.
Yeah.
I think it's down there beside you.
Oh, I moved some stuff when we were left there.
No, oh, that might be it. No, that's a quill book. Anyway, I decided that I was going to take the next few days between now and the end of the year
I want to see a cross stitch book down.
and start some projects. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. Oh, people are talking to me. Okay.
What? You're such a dork.
Okay, so you guys know I'm trying. I don't think it's gonna happen. She does. No. I'm trying to get this done for Christmas for Dalton, my
I'll be back.
brother. Okay, she threatened me. For those of you who don't know, that is a joke. But my brother asked me to do this for him. And this is where I'm at.
Did we ever figure out how to say that name?
No.
No?
And I'm not going to try because I don't want to butcher it.
Hiroshi.
It's right here. Here. Where's the thingy? There's the thingy. It's right there. There's the name.
Hokusai. God, I was as far off as the moon and the sun.
Yep, that's why I don't want to try. Okay, anyway. Where am I at? There I am at. Okay. Anyway. He has a mountain. He has a boat. He has a portion of a boat. He's in love with it. When he comes home from school, he asks me, did I work on it? And I say, maybe. And he goes in and he likes to, like...
It's cool.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't realize, and I can really see it now. So the other day I was working over here. And, you know, I'm on top of this, doing my thing. And I stood up to get a snack or something, because food. Anyway, and I'm like, holy cow. Those were not the words I used. And she was sitting here, and she said, what's wrong? And I realized most diamond paintings I do are a little pixelated, because they're diamond paintings. This is so realistic, I guess is the best word. When you stand back and you can see it here, anybody who's been on the ocean when it's been a little choppy knows that this is truly how foam looks.
All that's missing is the water spray.
Literally.
Like, seriously.
Which you have right here that I've done.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome.
It's... I am
So pretty.
completely mind-boggled, which... Okay, you say that actually. These triangles are the water spray.
Oh, okay. Well, and what's really cool about this whole thing is that
I'm choking on a cookie. That's what's funny.
Maybe we told you guys about this. Maybe we don't. I can't remember.
Excuse me.
Anyway, when I finished, or when I was working on one of my finishes, she got on to the Etsy site because we were looking for this Etsy designer.
We hadn't talked about this. We did this after our video last week.
Okay. And anyway, I was trying to find this designer because I wanted to see if she had others like the one that I have.
She does not have an Etsy site anymore.
No. I don't know if she was an Etsy casualty or what she was. But anyway, point being is that she got onto another gal's website that has similar art to the one that I just finished. And she had, it's really cool. It's a yin and yang. But on the one side is the wave. No, is it right? Yeah.
No,
No.
You're thinking about the Van Gogh one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Anyway, well, that's what I was talking about. So one side is the wave in Mount Fuji, and the other side is Van Gogh. So they're like, it's such a cool piece. And
it's not yin and yang, though. It's the
I thought
wave.
It was like that.
No, so the wave is. Hold this. Cat hair. The wave's here, and then you've got the tree, the cypress tree, and Van Gogh here.
Okay, now I'm going to look it up while you're talking.
It's on my Etsy.
So anyway, they, I showed it to him when I picked him up from school that night. He was like, "That's really cool." So that might be a cross stitch that I finish for him in the future because, you know, he's not as obsessed with Van Gogh as she and I are, but still.
But he's obsessed with the Japanese art like this.
Cool. Pull that one up on your Etsy because I want to show that one. So anyway, talking about, because she grabbed it. So she dyed us some fabric this week.
Which will be shown soon.
And I was actually going to talk about it. So, and I cannot say the name without totally trashing it, but there is a German website. It's his story. She'll have to say it. She's eating Oreos. Is that how you say it? No, that's not right. Anyway, she has a free download in 4 parts, and to me they look like the red Christmas bauble ornaments. It's more of a Quaker. It's a Quaker look to it. But anyway, she dyed us some fabric to go with it. So while she's looking for that, I'll show you. So she dyed 2 different pieces.
Here it is.
So there's the first one she did.
I think I told you.
Well, see, that to me reads yin and yang. So here's the light.
No, I don't see
here's
the
the dark.
yin and yang.
No?
No.
Okay. Anyway, I want to.
And actually, I lied. It's not the cypress tree. It's the mountain.
Mount Fuji, yeah. So, but I want to do that one for Dee. I think that, and it's not very big.
It's tiny.
And then here's the other piece. Ugh, you're not getting the gradation in it. Anyway, this is going to be. She and I are going to start this before the new year too. And there's only 4 colors of red.
Yes.
4 reddish colors.
So, if you're curious on how I did it, this one's lighter because of how I did it. But Hismushka. That's how you say it.
It doesn't sound right.
It's as close as it's gonna get. Because I can't speak German. Anyway.
You're a dork.
Yeah, I know. So, I bought some tulip powder dye. And I had some wine Rit dye, which was liquid. So I put them in there together, and then I put coffee because we had leftover coffee. And literally the pot had just turned off, so I'm like, in you're going. Because I wanted the old look since it's going to be a Quaker sampler. Jesus. Words.
Words are hard today.
Anyway, that's how you got this.
Historisch Stickmuster. Anyway, that's
that thing
down there at the bottom. And we were actually introduced to this website by Stacy, the 911 Stitcher.
Yeah, she was talking about it in a video that she posted.
But I'm trying to see if I can find the picture of it.
You'll have to go on their website. They have a full picture of it.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. Forgive the sniffling.
It has been so awful windy here.
Allergies are a thing.
Yes. Okay, well here's part of it. so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it in 4 downloads. I mean, 4.
We have all 4
parts
parts now.
And it's free until the end of the month, and then
They
you have to
do
buy
have
on their
it where
website.
you can buy the kit, all 4 parts, and the thread.
Yeah, because the fabric or the thread is oh my gosh.
I think it's weeks.
No, it's a silk, I thought.
Oh, Belsois.
Is it Belsois? Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, we're doing the DMC. So, but the other start that I'm going to do.
You just totally jumped into between whips and future plans and finishes.
Oh, sorry. Well, we were showing your fabric. That's why I was going to show this.
I thought we were showing our whips.
Oh, well, show the fabric and then we'll do our whips. Sorry.
Well, I showed my diamond painting because I thought that's what we were doing.
Sorry. I'm a bad mom.
I did not say that. We're just going to show it like this.
Yeah, but it'll be...
It's going to be tall. It's not going to be wide.
So this is, there's a whole series of this, and oh my gosh, who did we say does this? Oh my god.
That one person.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
We found them online, and they have a peacock sampler that I want.
What are they called? Oh, here it is. Papillon Creations. And they actually have a website. But it's the Bard of Avon, which is obviously Shakespeare. And, of course, I didn't grab my thread. 4050. It's a DMC variegation. Anyway,
4550.
is it 4550 or 4540?
I'm using it in
so
Mother
I
Moon.
can show you next time. Anyway, she dyed me this beautiful brown chocolate, milk chocolate. So pretty.
It was supposed to turn out parchment. I put too much dye in, and I didn't put enough
I think it's
coffee.
going to be gorgeous. All right.
Okay.
So that's going to be one of my starts too. I'm sorry. I thought we were showing you fabric. I messed up.
You started showing your
I'm just all over the
girls,
place.
so I thought that's what we were doing.
Well, that was my new start.
But that was a whip.
All right. I showed my junk. You show one of your things.
I already showed my wave.
Oh, okay.
It's your turn to show the temps.
Did you hear that? That was weird. All right, so I am doing the temperature walkies by the Stitching Mommy, and I am almost caught up. I know. Miracles do happen. So,
Show them the 11.
yeah. So,
No, it was not 11 degrees.
no, well, it's been that cold. So, remember last week we were talking about how because she dyed this before we checked out the color palette.
Yeah, we're not going to do it
So,
again.
check out the similarity to her fabric.
It's identical.
It's so spot on. So anyway, I have one more paw left in November, and then I just have December to finish. And then, of course, I have to finish the cul-de-sac that comes down like these do. And I'm hoping to work on this one this evening. I finished my Christmas present that I was working on. But as I told you earlier, on Thursday, we're supposed to get down to 5 below. I'm super excited because she's sick. Isn't that gorgeous? That is that's the color for 2 below to 9 below. I'm super excited.
Nice.
Which I think that'll look really good on,
And Joker vibes.
right? So yeah, that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to work on it again. I'm hoping that by the time I bring it to you next week, I will be caught up in just doing every paw to finish off the year. I still need to, and I think I'm going to work on this today. So I decided, if you would please, I decided that so see how there's a tiny gap right in here? There's enough room for me to write the state and the name of our city, and then temperature highs 2022, like I did on my tree. So, yeah.
That works.
I think I'm going to work on that
Tonight?
today or tonight. Yeah.
You have a
I don't know
quilt to
what's
work on tonight.
I've got a quilt to work on today. Because quilts.
I'm going to be doing homework, so.
Yeah, she's got homework. Priorities.
Anybody who has kids, don't let them mess up in college. I'm
You
paying
didn't
for
mess up. You got distracted.
it. Whatever. Butterflies. So I finished October last night.
So pretty.
And I'm working on November. These
I like
butterflies
this
are
butterfly.
hot.
They are.
So she was talking about 11 with hers. This was not on purpose. But 14, 16, and 563 blend in with mine. I have 2 of those colors in here right now. And 14, not so much down here, but up here it did, because it was lighter up here.
See, the cool thing though is that you've got the black or
$37.99.
gray, yeah, the outline. So even though it matches,
Yeah.
I don't have that on the
No.
pots, which I could outline,
Well,
but I don't
and
want to.
I still find it, especially with the 563 right here, unless you're on top of it or like forcing you to see it, I can't see it. Like,
I mean, you can tell it's part of the flutterby, but
is that what it is? You can tell that they're stitching. You can see the raised of the stitching, but that's it.
see, and we were smart this time. We pulled, we went ahead and we pulled what threads we had for next year's temperature that we're going to do. And we still need to pick up a few more of them. And she dyed the fabric accordingly, which I think we showed that last week, didn't we? Yeah, the parchment. That's what she
I did a pretty blue for mine.
That's right.
Next week, so we're talking about it being 5 degrees here.
Yeah.
This week for Kansas, where I'm doing this, where the temperature's 4, I'm going to be missing, and I could still hit it within the next few weeks if we get another Arctic chill. I will be missing 2 of my lowest colors. And I've been out there when it's been that low from wind chill, but temperature wise it's still been up where I'm using other colors. I have been out there though when the wind chill had it down in the negatives.
Yeah.
So
Well, and you have the moisture out there.
I
It makes
do.
a big difference. All right, so I had, since I jumped around and didn't stay on track, and I'm sorry. I know, right? I'm scattered today. I think I just got too much in my mind.
this is why we make notes.
I know, but I don't follow notes always, mostly, but I'm a bad person, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I had 2 finishes. I had a finish, when did I finish this one?
Tuesday?
Was it?
Dobby,
Tuesday
you're
or
not going to
Wednesday?
get the windmill.
I don't remember what day it was.
It was that one day.
Anyway, I finished my sampler. So this one is, and I don't have the book anymore, but it's in one of the old cross-stitch magazines. And 1992, I think we said.
Something like that, yeah.
So, but it's all done.
Dobby.
So I will probably, because the frame size is wonky, I will probably go to the Goodwill to find a frame. Because it doesn't.
I was able to find a wacky size for your diamond painting.
Yeah, but this one's smaller. I don't know. We'll look. But that's one of my goals. But, so, this is the one we were talking about. So Morgan bought me this pattern in July. So over the summer. And I started it on the anniversary of, is it his death? That's when I started it on. So it was the 29th of July. And worked on it, real sparingly. And finally I was like, I want to get this done for Preston for Christmas. So I got busy and absolutely fell in love with the stitch. And here it is completed.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we looked it up because the same designer, and correct me if I'm wrong, so the same designer that had the Van Gogh and the wave, she also has several hearts. Is that the same one? Or is
No.
that somebody different?
So
somebody
that's
different.
like Unicorn Designs, who
Oh, okay.
designed the unicorn that the giraffe that I ditched this year.
That's right. That's right.
She's based in South Africa.
Okay. Anyway, she had some similar hearts. The heart is, I think it's a little bit more detailed as far as the organ itself.
Yeah, this is more open, but then you have flowers within the heart and then coming out also.
And so anyway, we were looking to see if this designer had any more Van Gogh art of any kind. And then that's when she found that this gal or person doesn't even have her shop anymore. But we did find some others. We found 4 or 5. One of them has roses, and
That's one by Light Unicorn Designs.
Yeah, I can't remember all of them, but they're just so they're on my radar too.
They're in the car along with 13 Quirky Quakers.
She said. So anyway, here's my Van Gogh and his
That
almond
fabric's
blossoms.
really getting washed out.
Yeah,
Not olive
it's not
blossoms. Those are.
almond.
Oh, I heard olive. Those
No, almond blossoms.
What?
Because a friend of mine that I worked with for a very short period of time, she actually painted me the almond tree with the turquoise. She used to teach painting classes.
Oh yeah, she did.
And they would do, this was really cool. She told me this little tidbit that the blossoms themselves, instead of painting them with a brush, they would actually take an almond shell and dip them in the paint and use that to dab for the paint, to make the, I thought it was really cool.
That is cool.
I know nothing about painting, so I thought it was really neat when she told me that little tidbit. Anyway, those were my 2 finishes for the week. I don't know if I will have a finish next week, but I'll definitely, I hope.
We will, because
Knock on wood.
it's the last week, but we'll have it in January.
Yeah. Words, because they're difficult. But I will definitely have the temperature walkies caught up unless something comes up that is unforeseen, which I don't anticipate not being able to get them caught back up.
No.
It's been really frustrating being behind, and I've actually had to, instead of just being able to look at my phone and go, okay, it's 10 degrees, just go and stitch it. I've had to go back and look at the calendar, which probably for some people isn't a big deal, but for my OCD,
It confuses
been driving me nuts. I actually had to go through and we're almost done. I promise I will let you out. I know you don't have to go pee because you've been out in and out all morning. I actually had to make because it was just driving me absolutely nuts.
Where I got smart is that I actually have a notebook.
Oh yeah.
That because
really
I'm
smart.
at school, because I'm not stitching every single day.
Right.
I'll go in and write it down, and then I can just go back whenever and just write down the colors and go.
Yeah. Very smart. So anyway, but as far as you want to talk about your plans for next year, and then
Next year or next?
Your plans for right now.
This is my plans for right now. This is next year. This is right now.
Let's talk about right now. Let's do a Spaceballs thing. When did this happen?
Now.
Just now. Right now.
So.
Oh my God.
School is taking precedence starting today. I actually have homework due on Wednesday, which I'll get it done today. Don't freak out. I'm not that child. I really want to get this diamond painting done, but I get burnt out with my diamond paintings ridiculously fast. And I don't know if it's because I do the same symbols in the same order, because I'm freaking OCD in that order.
It's a hereditary thing.
It's the same percentage sign, T, dot,
yeah, but
dash,
that's like doing color
triangle.
completion with
but doing it over and over again after a while of seeing the same colors. And I love sitting in here with her and sitting here at the table, because I'll take up half the table and she doesn't need much space right now. Or I'll sit in on the couch and we have a
console.
Yeah, that I'm using my puzzle board, and anyway.
It's a big chunk of Formica. That's what it is.
We use it for puzzles, or I use it for my diamond paintings and stuff. 3 puzzles I need to do while I'm home too. Anyway.
Can you tell we have some things going
on? When I got to this, which this isn't done because of how it sets on the paper on the canvas, it's really awkward. I'd be working on it upside down, which then would put my hand in the sticky, which I'm working the way I am, so I don't do that. So at some point I'm just going to have to sit down and do it. I'll do it later. I don't know, but when I got to that part, I'm finally like, no, we're done. So I went up and, you know, worked on the other boat. But I'm also near having panic attacks every time I work on it because they sent me 2 bags of a handful of them. I've already combined both bags, and I'm not even halfway done.
It's like getting down to the last skein or two, or I mean, pull or two of the strand of the skein of thread.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. Right now,
You got this.
I know he probably won't have it done for Christmas, but I'll get it done before the end of the year.
You got a week. A lot can happen in a week.
I also have homework. I have homework due on freaking Christmas, so.
Yeah, who does that?
A psychopath. Anyway, and then I want to get my temperatures caught up. I'm on November. I'm almost there. I've got to get that last butterfly stitch, and then I'm kind of just coasting. And then I want to work on my hedgehogs, but
So I bought her a pattern. We need to show that.
let me go get it while you're talking.
Okay, so I had bought her this pattern. Oh golly, it was in the fall.
I wasn't at home.
I had to order, so the nurse cross stitch that I finished to give to one of my team moms, I had to order the little glass heart for it. And when I got into 123 to place the order for that, and then I had to order some specialty thread for the border around the quilt part of it, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway, this popped up that it was on sale. And she had seen it when she was home over the summer. She's like, oh, I want that so bad. And I'm like, and it was on sale. And I'm like, well, you know, so a bead and one thread cannot travel alone. And, you know, blah, 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 blah. And guess what hopped in the cart? So I gave it to her when she got home. I was going to save it for Christmas, but it was too stinking cute to wait.
So, les saisons du hérisson. And I'm going to dye some
blue?
green.
Oh, green. That's all
I
for
have
the woods,
some
yeah.
Leftover powder dye. She's going to search the fabric for me today.
Yeah.
Which means I need to empty the sink. Anyway, I don't want to get dye in our dishes.
No, that's gross.
I mean, dishwasher, but anyway,
there was a video the other day on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Facebook. This is totally random. This gal made macaroni and cheese for a potluck in her sink.
okay, moving on.
It was, and she's like, I sanitized it, it's clean, and I'm just like,
nope.
I couldn't get past it.
You
no,
clean the sink after I've cleaned it if you're gonna gut a chicken.
No, and I still put down like a towel or something so it doesn't touch the sink parts.
Even though it's stainless steel, there's still
and that has absolutely nothing to do with hedgehogs, but
I mean, it kind of does because I don't want food on my fabric.
I mean, unless you're making a hedgehog goulash, but then you go to Sherlock Holmes and then you dive into a whole nother.
Who would eat a hedgehog? How do you catch a hedgehog? No, we're not gonna go there. No.
So the person in me who's cut a lot of meat and butchered a lot of animals, not trying to be graphic, but I grew up on a farm, so
if you don't like it, move on.
Exactly. But here's my thing. Hedgehogs are like a hedgehog can fit in my coffee cup kind of thing. How do you get enough meat off of a hedgehog to make a goulash? I put like 2 pounds of hamburger in my goulash.
Goulash sounds good. Some of them are bigger, but not.
Anyway, we have totally digressed. Everybody's turned off the video and they're throwing up in their shoes. So,
Du Hérisson is going to get started before the end of the year.
It's so pretty.
And I love that.
It's so pretty. You're going to have to do a different green though because you've got a lot of green in there.
I'm going to do a dark green.
What green is it?
I don't know. It's on there.
It is
927 and 3012.
927 is blue.
Well, it says it's gray-green.
No, it's not. It's blue. 927 is what this is.
Is what is?
This is 927. Right here. This blue right here is 927. And this is 926 because I had
whoever did this mock-up must have changed the colors. Hold on a second.
That can't be right.
Un momento.
Interesting.
No, it's blue because on here 927 is winter and winter is blue.
No, winter is blue. I'm talking about the green.
It's 927. What's supposed to be gray green is...
Let me see this.
Itchy. I'm going to have to get that blown up though. That is tiny.
Well, size does matter. No, see, I'm looking at that symbol right there.
Which says it's 3012, which is khaki green.
So yeah, so you're either going to have to go with a dark green or you're going to have to go with like you did for our temperature things and go really pale. Because otherwise 3012 won't show up.
Mm-mm.
That's a really light green or lighter
Maybe
green.
I will do a blue. No, because then 920.
Well, but you
I'll
could
figure it out.
You could change winter. You could make it a darker blue. You know, the words.
Or I could pull out my favorite blue and use that, but then it might take away.
Yeah, but you could do like 826. That's not a dark blue, but it's not a light blue either. But it would show up on something like that. Like 826 would show up on my trees really well. You got some pondering to do.
Maybe I should buy the thread before I do this.
Well, I thought you put it on the list.
It is.
All right, then we'll pick it up this week and then you can figure it out.
I just don't. It's not like, okay, I'm going to say this and she's going to give me the Kermit face, but I dye fabric for specific projects. I don't just dye because I want to. Okay, I do it because I want to, but I don't do it for fun. I don't waste the dye. Especially because it's stupid.
You have a project
ridiculous.
in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I dye something and it doesn't turn out, then it's, you know, in our stash of fabric. And a lot of what I've dyed in the past has been put into projects and it's, you know, slotted for X, Y, and Z. But it's really hard sometimes, especially with the greens, to match to whatever I'm doing for that project.
Unless you don't try and then you match it perfectly like you did on mine. That wasn't a Kermit face. That was the truth.
I don't know how I did it with either one of us. At this point, it's I will pull out green and she says, don't do that. I pull out blue and it happens and it says, what the heck? Because I don't.
Well, I think blue would look better for these guys. If you did a real subtle
But
blue.
then it looks like they're floating in the sky and hedgehogs live in the forest.
No, okay, because here's the deal. If you do this, so if you think about this in quadrants. So he's, you know, here's his grass. He's up against the sky. He's up against the sky.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get your point about doing the green for the forest, but
because I have
I think
dark green powder dye that I was going to
I
use.
think a real pale blue would be stunning for this. Just enough blue to give the ambiance of the sky.
Yeah, but I'm worried about that white.
The white would still stand out on that one.
No, it wouldn't. Because if you put it on there and if you put it right, it would be over the white part of that.
Well, even if you did a little bit darker blue and used the white. There's a squirrel on the fence and the dogs are getting
I saw it run by.
Yeah, he's up there shaking his tail. You could still
He's shivering.
change. You could still change winter to
Jinxie,
like I said,
Jinxie.
and it would still show up.
Mm.
You have some pondering to
Same.
do. All right.
Because you know what also would be really pretty? And I'm not trying to copy anybody. Get a hold of some toile and do the snowflakes.
That's a lot of white. I mean, yeah. It would
No,
be
just do the snowflake. Not the entirety of the white. Just the snowflakes.
just the snowflakes.
And the snow.
You could
Just
do
do the white in this and a toile because snow, shiny, pretty.
But what about the border? You've got the heart and everything else. You've got some pondering.
Although I don't want to stitch with a toile because it's all poofy.
Oh, I hate stitching with a toile. I mean, it's the finality of a piece, but
But then it would take away because I hate winter, so technically I'd rather spruce up spring and autumn.
maybe some of these nice people will comment back and give you some suggestions.
Hey, people that watch us, give me ideas.
Such a dork.
Help me with the rehearsal.
So I'm going to get caught up on my temperatures. Are we done with today's plans? Or are we still on today's plans?
I don't know
Right
where
now,
we're at
plans?
right now.
I know I'm going to get caught up on my temperatures. I don't know if I'm going to pick up another piece because I wasn't planning on having my heart finished already. I would love to knock out some more some more finishes before the end of the year. But I also
Is there one of the houses you could work on?
Oh, why do you curse? Oh my God. She's evil. I have a stack down here. And no, I'm not going to get it out and show it to you because this isn't a whip parade. This is just us ranting.
You guys would be here for like 4+ hours if we did a whip parade. And
There's...
it would be 2 separate whip parades. It wouldn't be us together.
No.
Okay, we would be together.
Because between the two of us, we would have...
We have over 200 patterns.
No, we would have... Well, I have 112 now.
I have 45.
Because I finished one, but I started one. So I'm still at 112. And she has 45, so we'd be at what, 160-ish? We'd be here a while.
Y'all want to sit through that many patterns?
No. I don't want to sit through that many patterns.
And we would break it up where it's her and then me.
Well, or do back and forth. So, like, I would do 2, you would do 1. Do you know what I mean? But they don't.
But then also, like, do I throw my pattern cake? Whoa. Do I throw my diamond? What the heck was I thinking? Why was I thinking that? Anyway, do we throw diamond paintings into that too? Since I work on them probably more than I do my cross stitching.
I don't know. I think I would do cross stitch, quilting.
You'd be here for hours.
I know, but we have such a we're multi crafters.
We are. Well, and I want to get into crocheting. Don't have a heart attack, but
I think it'd be cool.
I know how to crochet, but I don't enjoy it. After I get settled after 24 of doing a temperature Afghan. I've seen them all over social media and I'm enamored because
I think they're cool looking. I don't want to do it personally, but they're cool.
Well, my dumb ass wants to go out to Alaska for work.
I will not have a stitching person. I'm very sad. I'm just gonna have to go.
No, but she's gonna come up there and she's gonna go fishing and then she's gonna.
There's some cool. I don't know about cross stitch shop, but there's some cool quilt shops up in Alaska.
Yeah, I bet there's some cool. I bet there's some Riolis and some of the more Russian designers.
I know that. So she still lives there, but we don't connect anymore. Wasn't me. That she lived in Sitka or lives in Sitka, and I have to look that one up.
That's a little sus. Continue.
What were we talking about? Oh, in Alaska. Anyway, she lived in Sitka. And when we went to visit her in...
we need to read this after
14?
Was that the second trip or the first trip?
It was the first trip.
That was in...
It was the trip when it was just the 4 of us.
Yeah, that was the first trip. That was in...
Grandpa hadn't passed away yet.
No, that was, I think, in...
So it had to be
10?
like 10 or 11.
He passed in 11, didn't
11,
he?
so it had to have been
it was in
9
10.
or 10. Anyway,
I think it was over spring break at 10.
No, it was in May. It wasn't over spring break. It was after school got out.
I could go look at the pictures because the timestamp's on those.
Yeah. Anyway, there was 2 quilt shops that she took me to, or told me about. She didn't take me to them. We didn't get to see her until almost the end of the day, but she told me about...
No, she met us when we got off the ship.
Right, but she had school that day. They were still in school. And so she met us...
That's right.
After she got off
because
work
we couldn't dock there. We actually had to get on a little ferry and tootle in because of the reef that's there.
Right.
I would love to dive that reef.
Oh, that'd be gorgeous.
Definitely have to get my cold water.
Anyway, there was 2 quilt shops that we went into there, and there was one, the gal that ran it, she was actually from Russia. She had been in the States for years and years and years, but she was from Russia, and her fabric selection was stunning, just absolutely stunning. And then, where was that other town we went to? No, it was Skagway, because that was the one that Grandma was with us, and they had
because that's where we took the train.
Yes, they had 2 different quilt shops that were really, really amazing too. The one was more. It was multi-craftal too. She had a lot of, what am I trying to say? Like the wool art, like wool quilts and the applique and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, living where you're at, you need that more stuff.
But she had a bunch of kits and stuff, and that didn't really interest me too much, but I remember I picked up some fabrics. But anyway, we're totally going off kilter.
Well, no, I mean, we're still on the topic. And to anybody who is questioning, I just said I hate winter and I want to go to one of the coldest states in the Union.
She's confused.
Don't ask me why. Actually, I could tell you why. There's a number of reasons why.
Most of them have to do with whales.
Whales and dolphins. And if you know me, you know my obsession. And if you followed us for any amount of time in the last few years, you would have heard a couple of my rants.
Yeah. So anyway, we're almost at an hour, so we'll finish it up.
We said this was going to be a short video, too.
I know, we did. So anyway, I'm going to start the few things that we've shown you. I don't know what I'm going to have going on between now and then. I would love to have another finish.
Finish a house.
This is why Tiger's with me. I think we've discussed this before.
She could finish October. October is almost done. Has she finished it? No.
I could finish June too, but there's like almost all white.
Sounds like a personal problem. Wash your hands.
So maybe I will finish. I've got that Halloween piece, the ghostly mandala.
You could finish that one too, yeah.
I could finish that one, and I could finish my daffodil egg. That could be like to get it
that
finished.
Leftover fabric would be pretty for my back, Quirky Quaker.
That was totally wrong. Anyway, how about we quit talking since we're an hour in, and when we come back to you after Christmas, hopefully we'll be back on the 26th. That's our plan.
I don't see why we won't.
I don't either.
Unless
end of days, which
unless we go down on that day instead of on Wednesday.
I think we're going to finish up our Christmas shopping on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure we are. Either Wednesday or Thursday.
That I need to finish getting her some stuff.
So, anyway, we will come at you with more plans, and then by then I think we'll have a definite idea of what we're going to do for the new year.
Mine's still a little bumpy because for 5 months out of the year, more like
9 months out of the year, you're at school.
Okay, it's more like 11 though, because I'm only home for a month and a half.
Well, you're home during the summer though, so that's that 3 months, so 2.5
2.5
months. And then you have Christmas, so the total of it, you're gone about 9 months.
About, yeah.
Ish. Ish.
Well, I get a month off for Christmas, and I get 5 days off for Thanksgiving. I probably won't come home for the fall.
So just so you know, they are cross-stitchers, and they do a lot of counting, so I'm sure they can do the math. They're not the typical people we know. They can math.
Except for when the frog shows up.
That's because they mathed wrong, but they can still math. Maybe they're using meth with their math to do the frog.
This is why we don't do math.
This is why I don't do math or math. I like my teeth and I can't count.
Whatever.
Anyway. All right. I think we'll call it good. And such a nerd.
Sugar is kicked in.
Oreos are a beautiful thing. And coffee. I need to go get cup number 5, folks. All right. So I guess we will call it good. And we will, like I said, we'll come back to you next Monday.
Yeah.
Probably going to have I'm thinking at least 2, maybe 3 more videos before she goes back. I'm thinking 3.
I think at least 2. Who is texting me?
I don't know. Here's your calendar.
Please ignore all the extra stuff. 1, 2, 3. Well, 3.
So the week that she's going to fly back, so she's flying back the weekend of
MLK Day.
MLK. We will probably do our video that Saturday beforehand, because obviously she's not going to be here the following Tuesday. So you'll end up having 2 videos that week from us, and then we won't be back until spring break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what we could do.
We'll decide. We're at an hour.
I was going to say what we could do is just do one big one on Saturday.
We'll see.
Because I've got finals that week.
We'll see. We'll see what the week brings. How's that?
That works. Yeah, no, my dumbass didn't get out finals this time.
All right, so if you celebrate Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, or any other holidays that you
Just happy
celebrate.
holidays.
Just happy holidays, and we will come back to you next Monday.
Okay.
So be safe and stay warm. 'Cause
Yes, anybody, especially
Right below.
Midwest.
Exactly. And just remember, be
Be
kind.
kind.
Bye, guys.
Bye.